And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Dukes Wells Center here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas for today's Great American Conference matchup featuring the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm and the Reddies of Henderson State. James Hill here with you on the call this evening in what should be a great pair of matchups. As the Reddies coming in 13-5 in the season, 8-4 in the GAC. They take on the Crimson Storm, a team that was once 3-8 this year, now 9-9 overall, 8-4 in the GAC. And as we said, we should have a great matchup. Second meeting between the Crimson Storm and the Reddies. These two teams met in Bethany back on January 5th. Southern Nazarene took an 85-74 win, led by as many as 26 in that contest before coming away with the victory. And we'll get ready to give you tonight's starting lineups. First for the Crimson Storm, it's the same lineup that you have seen as of late. Number 4, Irene Perez. Number 5, Alexis Jones. Number 10, Adrian Berry. Number 12, Madeline Schrepfer. And number 14, Abby Niehus. On the other side, for Henderson State, they're made up with Pink Jones, Haley Estes, Blue Jones, Lainey Snowden, and Carrington Whaley. Those are your starting lineups for both sides here today. And as we said, we should be in for what should be a terrific contest here this evening. A lot on the line right now in conference play. These two teams are tied for third right now in the GAC standings, and SNU's a little bit of a surprise there. Only one game back of East Central, who they do own a tiebreaker over. So a lot of, should be an interesting, this is a big game. SNU has the chance to go 2-0 over the Reddies, and they're going to be looking to do so. So we are set to go here. Niehus set to jump and wins the tip over Whaley. And SNU will start with the ball. It will be Alexis Jones, the point guard, bringing it forward. Gets it to Irene Perez. Perez with it will go back to Alexis Jones in the corner. They go inside to Adrian Berry. Backs her man down. Mid-range jumper good. Adrian Berry on the board early on. Goes right at her defender in the paint. And SNU leads 2-0. On the other end, driving the baseline, runner no good there from Jones. That would be Pink Jones, and the rebound out to Berry. Alexis Jones coming the other way. You got 3 Joneses on the court right now, 1 for SNU, 2 for Henderson State and the Twins. Schrepfer with it. It's going to go inside to Abby Niehus. Niehus going to back her man down, goes up in the paint, off the mark, no good. However, Whaley can't bring the rebound down, and they say Henderson basketball, like it was clearly off the hands of Whaley. Nonetheless, it goes back to the Reddies. A little bit of a full court press here, maybe a trap there by SNU. Henderson breaks it, no problem, and Snowden's going to bring it forward. Snowden off a screen. We'll get it to Estes. Estes pump fakes a 3. Now we'll drive into the paint on Perez, and there's a big block by Niehus, one of the nation's leaders in block shots. Gets her first one of the game as she sends that out of bounds. It'll be Henderson State basketball on the baseline. They'll go inside looking for Whaley. Almost taken away. She's trapped. It is taken away. Berry got a hand on it, and Alexis Jones comes up with it. Just 1 minute into this contest, 2-0 the score. Southern Nazarene leading Henderson State. Berry at the top of the arc. Berry going to hand it off to Schrepfer. Schrepfer now going to drive. Schrepfer down the paint, tries to lay it in, no good. Rebound by Niehus. She puts it back up, no good. Long rebound's going to come out. Niehus dives on the ground. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going back Henderson State's way. SNU early on doing a nice job getting a few looks there at the bucket. Getting some good looks there for Niehus, but just cannot get it to fall. And Henderson will set the inbound here. And they'll get it inbounds to Estes. Estes going to bring it forward. Perez hounding her as she gets over the half-court line. Estes had a nice game in Bethany as they'll go to Pink Jones. Jones going to go back to Estes, top of the arc. Estes going to come around, drives. She'll kick. Snowden looks to drive, now goes inside to Whaley. Whaley gets it taken away again. Nehus got a hand on it, and then Perez came and swiped it. Back the other way, Perez comes. Perez at the wing. Perez going to go to Adrian Berry at the wing now. She'll go inside to Nehus. Couldn't catch it cleanly, and it falls into the hands of Estes. They tried to send it in. Jones with it. Jones to Snowden. Goes to Blue Jones. Blue Jones going to drive on Nehus and draw the foul. That's going to be the first. Blue Jones, a junior on this team out of Fayetteville, Arkansas. She is third on the team in scoring, 12.3 points per game. Shoots 44% from the field, 40% from behind the arc. And she's a 77% free throw shooter, 73% as a team. One of the better teams in the GAC as the first free throw is good. And the score goes to 2-1 here on the early goings. Second free throw is up, and that one is good. And so we are tied up here early on at 2 apiece. So back the other way come the Crimson Storm. Alexis Jones going to go to Adrian Berry. Berry going to drive, runner off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Estes. Tough shot there for Berry. Good defense on it by Estes on the other side. Now the good drive there on the other end by Pink Jones, who leaves it for Whaley. And Henderson State has their first lead of the game at 4-2 here in the early part of this contest. Perez with it at the wing. And it's taken away. Turnover so far here by SNU. Henderson going to look to go here again. Pink Jones drives, dishes, three-pointer from Snowden, off the mark, no good. Whaley tips it back, though, to Blue Jones, and almost has it taken away. Pink Jones comes up with it and gets a bump foul on the floor. And it's going to be on Alexis Jones. That'll be her first.
Number 5, Alexis Jones, her first. Checking in for the ladies, number 22, Macy Mays.
So Macy Mays going to check into the game for the first time, wearing number 22. Maines, a freshman out of Springdale, Arkansas. Jones to inbound. She'll get it to Snowden. Snowden looking to drive. Gives it back to Pink Jones. Pink Jones backs Alexis Jones down, and it's an off shot. Jones gets the rebound. She's running. It's a 1-on-3, though, and Jones loses it. Estes takes it away. Another turnover for SNU. That is already their third here in the first quarter. Back the other way comes Pink Jones. Kicks it in the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Maines. No good. Rebound by Adrian Berry. 4-2 your score here. Back the other way comes Schrepfer. Fast break. She goes to the bucket and draws the foul. And Madeline Schrepfer is going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Schrepfer, a senior on this team. Wearing number 12. She's out of Rockwall, Texas. Averages 6.5 points per game. 4.9 rebounds. Surprisingly. Shoots 75% from the charity stripe, and she gets the first one to go down. 6:11 to play here in the first quarter. 4-3 your score. Henderson State on top, but a chance here for Madeline Schrepfer to even it back up here in the early goings. Second free throw is up and is perfect. We're all knotted up at 4. Pink Jones going to bring it forward. She's got a 2-on-1. She slows it up now, tries to drive. Nehus gets it blocked. Jones gets her own rebound, tries to go up again, blocked again. Nehus with a pair of blocks on that possession, and Berry pulls the rebound down. That's already 3 blocks here early on for Nehus. We'll see if they give her that second one. I thought she definitely had 2 there. They for sure gave her 1, though. Schrepfer going to go inside to Nehus. Nehus going to back her man down, spins, goes up, and her shot's blocked. Whaley with the block this time. But it's got SNU comes back up with it on a steal, and Perez can't get the layup to fall. And the rebound to Whaley, and back the other way come to Reddies. A little bit of sloppy play on both offenses here early on, as the score remains 4-4. Maine's going to drive. Kicks to Snowden, drives and kicks. Three-pointer, Pink Jones thought about it. Now will dribble. Kicks it back out to Snowden, back to Jones. Jones on Jones here, and it's taken away by Schrepfer. Schrepfer with the steal, 2-on-2 here for SNU. Schrepfer drives, kicks. Perez in the corner. We'll start go inside to Nehus. Nehus stuck, tries to pass it back to Perez, and yet another turnover for SNU. That is their fourth now, and only 5 minutes of play. You can see head coach Trent May just shaking his head right now. Estes going to drive and kick. Jones, that is Pink Jones for three, well off the mark. Rebound by Barry. Very sloppy play right now on both offenses. And the score remains 4-4. Alexis Jones going to slow it up a little bit. Nehus 0 for 3 early on. They'll get it to Perez at the wing. They're trying to get inside to Nehus. They like the matchup with Nehus. She spins, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Nehus' struggles continue, but then Whaley can't pull the rebound down. And we've got a timeout coming up at the floor, on the floor. 4:20 to play here in the first quarter. Southern Nazarene 4, Henderson State 4. We will be right back.
Romania has served Arkadelphia for over 20 years. Stop by our store at 624 Main Street.
Well, one word to describe it here in the early goings. 4:20 to play in the first quarter. It's 4-4 between SNU and Henderson State, but it has been ugly so far for both teams. SNU 1 of 8 from the field, only shooting 13%. No three-pointers taken thus far. Henderson State's 1 of 9 from the field, 11%, and 0 for 3 from behind the arc. So a couple really just kind of ugly from both sides thus far. Henderson with the 7-6 advantage in rebounds. Henderson with 5 turnovers to SNU's 4, so both teams a little not protecting the ball very well in the early goings. Baseline out of bounds here for SNU. They're going to get it inside to Perez. Perez is going to back it out. Now looks to drive, goes to the cup, lays it up, and can't get the layup to fall. Just something over the basket right now. Blue Jones going on the other end, kicks it to Snowden. Snowden going to drive, kicks it to Maines. Maines going to back her man down, goes back out to Snowden. Snowden drives, tries to go inside, and it's going to be taken away by Nehus. Another turnover. That was looking for Brittany Branham, who just checked into the game, and then SNU turns it right back over. Shrepford trying to run the fast break. Misses Perez cutting to the basket, and back and forth we go. Brittany Branham just checked into the game for Henderson State, as well as Blue Jones during that timeout. Maines going to bring it forward. Macy Maines. Good man-to-man defense there by SNU. Nice switch. Blue Jones now with it with Shrepford defending. Jones gets around Shrepford, goes to the basket, and is yet again met by Nehus. Didn't get the block there, but definitely affected that shot. Perez now with it. Perez looking to drive to the basket. Perez going to kick out to Shrepford. Shrepford going to take a three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. And the rebound to Maines. Ugly basketball here in the early going. 3:20 to play in the first. Still 4-4. Estes with it. Pump fakes and drives. Estes going up. Gets it over Nehus, but no good. And the rebound comes down to Nehus. They'll get it back to Alexis Jones, and back forward comes SNU. Still the starting 5 on the floor here for Southern Nazarene. We've not seen any substitutions yet, but you imagine you will at some point here. Jones with the basketball. Goes to Perez. Perez back to Shrepford. Shrepford loses it, taken away by Blue Jones. Blue Jones on a one-on-one fast break goes up and draws the foul. And Blue Jones will go to the line for 2. And actually, check that. Wow, an offensive foul. They're going to get Blue Jones for a push-off. Interesting call there. And Pink Jones is going to come into the game now. So the Jones twins back on the floor. Blue Jones kind of shrugging her shoulders, and got to say, I can't really blame her. But back the other way comes SNU. Still 4-4 here. Adrian Berry now at the wing. Berry drives baseline. Kicks it to Shrepford, who's driving. Almost loses it. Shrepford going to go back to Berry. Berry going to go cross court to Perez. She hands it off to Jones. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jones gets it to Perez. SNU's got to hurry. Perez, long jumper. Oh, it just rims out. Ended up being a pretty good look there for Perez. Just couldn't get it to fall from the free throw line. And back the other way comes Pink Jones. Get some substitutions set here for Southern Nazarene in a moment. Pink Jones going to come off a screen. Quick kicks it to her sister Blue. Blue Jones, nice little behind the back crossover. Well off though on the runner, and it comes down to Alexis Jones. Alexis Jones on the other way for SNU. She brings it forward under 2 to play in this quarter, and it is still only 4-2-4. Both teams in quite the scoring drought. SNU 0 of their last 10. Henderson 0 of their last 9. Barry tries to break it and misses a 3. Rebounded by Estes. And again, back the other way comes Pink Jones. Pink Jones will drive, spin. Oh, nice little move in the post, but can't get it to fall, and a rebound by Nehus. Alexis Jones drives, backs it out. Minute 15 to play in this quarter. Alexis Jones travels. I guess her pivot foot must have come up there, and it is another turnover.
Checking in for the Rays, number 30, Carrington Whaley.
Massey Beard into the game, as well as Kennedy Gillette.
Number 24,
And then Whaley, Carrington Whaley back into the game for the Reddies. Gillette, a sophomore on this team out of Edmond, Oklahoma. And then Beard, a freshman on this team from Calumet, Oklahoma. Nehus and Perez out of the game. Pink Jones going to come off a screen and drive on Alexis Jones. They go inside to Whaley, who gets the layup to fall. And finally, a bucket here. Gets it to 6-4. Under 50 seconds to play in this first quarter. Schrepfer with it. Schrepfer back out to Adrian Berry. And it's tipped away by Estes and taken away, and Whaley's got a 2-on-1. Whaley back to Estes, and the Reddies should slow it up. Estes going to kick it out. 3-pointer on the way from Blue Jones. It's good. And suddenly Henderson State finding a little bit of offense on back-to-back buckets. Alexis Jones with it. Shot clock off. 15 seconds to play here in the first. It can only be described as a very ugly first quarter for both sides. Jones looking to drive. Stuck. Kicks it to Barry. Barry, 2 seconds. Runner blocked by Whaley. And that will end the first quarter. SNU closes that quarter 0 for their last 12 through 1. Henderson State 9, Southern Nazarene 4.
This is where I use the skills I've learned. This is where the moments I love happen. This is where I grew up, and it's also where I serve.
In the U.S. Army Reserve, you train at least 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Here, you learn the skills to lead and succeed in life while staying close to home. Part-time service, full-time success. GoArmyReserve.com.
When a customer is on the fence about buying a car, we should
Give him a hug.
No. Next.
Hand hug? Full frontal?
No. Guys, practice hugs are not necessary. You don't have to practice hugging.
How about we serenade them?
Well, I'd be happy to sing a song for you.
It's terrible.
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
When a customer...
So an ugly first quarter finds SNU only down 9-4. Really, neither team did much of anything. SNU 1 of 13 from the field in that first quarter. Henderson 3 of 15. They hit their last 2 shots. And that is why they have the lead, including a 3-pointer from Blue Jones. JC Soap with it right now for SNU. She drives. Going to kick it to Kennedy Gillette. Gillette almost loses it. I mean, the big story also in that first quarter, SNU, 8 turnovers in the first, 7 for Henderson State. Gillette going to take a mid-range jumper off the mark. Massey Beard there for the rebound and kicks it back to Soap. She tries to go inside to Beard. She gets a little bit of a push, but now she'll back her man down. Goes up hard in the paint and lays it in. Nice strong move there by Massey Beard, and it's down to 9-6. Pink Jones with it. Pink Jones drives, and they're going to get a touch foul there. On a hit there from J.C. Soap. Soap checked into the game in the second quarter. Soap, a freshman from Stillwell, Oklahoma.
For Henderson State, number 31, Brittany Branham.
Branham back into the game for the Reddies. Also have Maines on the floor with the two Joneses and Estes for SNU. Soap, Jones, Schrepfer, Gillette, and Beard. Maines looking to drive. Kicks it to Blue Jones. Blue Jones going to drive, kicks, three-pointer from Maines, off the mark, but the rebound to Branham. Branham gets it to Pink Jones. She puts a runner up, no good, and the rebound to Kennedy Gillette. And back the other way comes Southern Nazarene. Here in the second quarter, just underway, 9-6 your score. Henderson leading SNU. Jones with it. Jones to Gillette. Gillette going to drive. Kicks. Soap going to take a three-pointer. It's on the mark. J.C. Soap for three, and we're tied at 9 apiece. Pink Jones down on the other end here for the Reddies. SNU doing a good job switching on screen so far. Long two-pointer from Branham, no good. Rebound to Schrepfer. Madeline Schrepfer looking to run. Schrepfer going to come off a screen. Thought about the mid-range jumper. Goes inside to Beard for the mismatch. Beard spins. Can't get the call. She, I think, was looking for a foul, and there's going to be a tie-up. It's going to go Henderson State's way. Beard had the mismatch there with Pink Jones down in the paint.
Substitution for the Reddies, number 25, Laney Snowden.
And it is Henderson State basketball. Blue Jones leading the way right now for Henderson State, leading all scorers so far with 5 points. 5 of the 9 points for the Reddies. Pink Jones with it, gets it to Blue Jones. Blue Jones going to drive, kicks it to Estes. Estes gets to the free throw line, spins, almost loses it, does lose it, taken away by Alexis Jones. Alexis Jones with the steal. SNU has numbers. Jones drives, kicks, Beard, pump fakes, kicks. Soap for three. It's good, J.C. Soap! A pair of three-pointers for the freshman, and SNU leads 12-9. Pink Jones with it, kicks to the corner. Snowden drives. They're going to move it all the way around to Estes in the corner for three. She looks to answer, no good. Branham with the rebound, and then it'll be a tie-up as Schrepfer went up with her, and it'll go back to SNU. Maine's going to check back into the game for the Reddies. A little bit of an 8-0 run here for the Crimson Storm now, finding a little spark on the offensive end after such a poor first quarter, and that's thanks to the spark from freshman J.C. Soap. Alexis Jones with it. Jones gets to Schrepfer, cutting to the basket. Schrepfer, wild shot, no good. Long rebound's going to come out to Soap, though. Soap going to go to Gillette in the corner. Tries to go inside to Beard. Knocked away, but Beard comes up with it and gets the easy layup. Snowden and Estes both kind of dove for the ball, and it bounced right to Beard. And on the other end, Estes, a tough mid-range shot, no good. And the rebound comes down to Schrepfer as she pries it away from Estes. Schrepfer on the other end gets bumped. I guess they're going to call it a block shot as it goes out of bounds. And it'll remain SNU basketball as Casey Glover is going to check into the game, another freshman on this team out of Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. It's a 10-0 run now for SNU. 4 of the points coming from Massey Beard, 6 coming from J.C. Soap. Glover's going to come off a screen. Glover going to go to Soap. Soap at the wing. Soap going to drive back to Glover. Glover thought about the three, steps back now. Glover off a screen. Goes to Beard, top of the arc. 10 seconds on the shot clock as she goes to Gillette. Gillette's going to take a three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Rebound comes to Blue Jones. Soap, though, great defense there. Knocks it away. She puts a lot of pressure there on Blue Jones. But it stays Henderson State basketball. The second unit right now for SNU, with the exception of Alexis Jones, the only starter still on the floor, really giving a nice spark right now as there's a long inbound pass to Snowden. They'll go to Maines. Maines looking to drive. Kicks to Estes. Estes off a screen. Kicks in the corner where Blue Jones waits. Blue Jones going to back her man down, looks to drive. Good defense there. She's trapped. Now they kick it back out to Maines. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Estes going to drive. Kicks it inside and it's taken away. Oh, and they get a late foul. A very late whistle there as Jones had the steal. Alexis Jones came away with it, and they're calling contact there as they were looking for Branham under the basket. Whaley back into the game, along with Pink Jones. And it will stay Henderson State ball with a fresh shot clock. Schrepfer's going to check into the game for Alexis Jones. Big minutes there from Alexis Jones. Officials have a quick conversation. And we are set to go here. 5:57, baseline out of bounds here for the Reddies. They'll go to Maines. Maines at the elbow, backs down, kicks it out to Pink Jones. Jones back out to Maines. Maines to Estes. Estes travels. Estes made her move, never dribbled the basketball. And an easy traveling call for the officiating crew. As the ball goes back to SNU. It's been a turnover-filled half, but SNU starting to find their footing on the offensive end. Schrepfer going to hand it off to J.C. Soap. She has a couple threes in this quarter. Gets it to Massey Beard. Beard, nice move to the paint. Puts it up and draws the foul. Massey Beard. You had to think coming in, and as much as SNU was trying to feed Nehus, they liked their matchup in the paint. Nehus is struggling a little bit early on, so Massey Beard comes off the bench, and she is making the most of her minutes so far. First free throw is up, and it is good. Beard, as we mentioned, a freshman on this team from Calumet, Oklahoma. Wears number 24. 17th appearance. As her second free throw is off the back iron, will come down to Pink Jones. Beard was a 70% free throw shooter. Only averaging 1.9 points per game, but averages big minutes. As Estes going to take a three-pointer. Back iron, no good. Long rebound's going to come to Jones. And it will stay Henderson State basketball. Fresh shot clock. They'll go to Snowden in the corner. She drives. Goes to Whaley. Whaley stuck. Good defense again by SNU. But again, another rebound. Whaley gets it back and misses the layup. Glover with the rebound. Back the other way comes SNU. 5 minutes to play here in the first. Glover thought about the three. Check that. That was Soap. They go inside to Beard, and they call a traveling call on Beard. And we have timeout on the floor. 4:57 to play in the first half. SNU right now on an 11-0 run as they lead 15-9 over Henderson State.
The Great American Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th.
Okay, guys, remember, no hard selling, no high pressure. Serenading, good. Leave that to Sheldon, all right? Hugs, side hugs. Normal. People don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. You know, these guys may not look like much, but they are some of the greatest guys.
How about a hug?
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
Back here in Arkadelphia at the Duke Wells Center here on the campus of Henderson State University. SNU on an 11-0 run. They are shooting 4 of 9 here in the second half, including a pair of three-pointers as they lead 15-9 over Henderson State. Henderson State is only 3 of 23 for the field. 0 for 8 right now in this quarter as Pink Jones is going to bring it forward here for the Reddies. She'll get it to her sister Blue Jones. Blue Jones going to come off a screen. Schrepfer gets through it. Jones going to drive. Anyways, it gets it blocked. Blocked by Nehus, and SNU can't pull the rebound down. It will remain Henderson State basketball. That is another block, though, for Nehus, who just checked back into this game. That will be her third block. I actually think she has 4. But one of the nation's leader, making her presence in the paint as usual, and she almost gets a steal there. Whaley comes up with it and almost throws it away, but it stays Henderson basketball. Pink Jones backs down Glover, goes up and draws the foul. Had good positioning there on Glover, And Pink Jones is going to the line for a pair of free throws.
Southern Nazarene foul charge, number 1, Casey Glover, her first.
Pink Jones, no points so far, but she's the leading scorer on this team, averaging 15.1 points per game. Shoots 47% from the field. Doesn't shoot the three much, only 4 of 7 from behind the arc, and she is a 78% free throw shooter, as the first one is good. Estes back into the game for the Reddies, checking in for Maines. And one more free throw coming up here for Pink Jones. As we said, the sister of Blue, another junior on this team out of Fayetteville, Arkansas. She misses the second, and Schrepfer flies in for the rebound. Remains a 5-point lead here for the Crimson Storm. Glover with it. And we're going to get an offensive foul. And that's going to be on Gillette. It was off the ball, but it's going back the other way. And so back come the Reddies. Still haven't made a field goal in this half, or in this quarter, I should say. Pink Jones with it. Pink Jones backing down Soap. Now backs it up on the elbow. Gets it to Whaley. Whaley's going to go inside to Pink Jones. It's knocked away. What a great play there by J.C. Soap. Schrepfer on the other end gets a kick ball on the 2-on-1. It was Estes who had the kick ball. Would have had Glover for an easy lay-in. Instead, it will remain Southern Nazarene ball baseline out of bounds. Schrepfer to inbound it. It's going to go to J.C. Soap. Soap, nice pump fake. She'll take another three. Front iron, no good. Niehus with the rebound. Goes back up and lays it in. Abby Niehus on the board. And the lead out to 7 for Southern Nazarene. 17-10, just grinding it out here in the second quarter. Pink Jones drives, lays it in over Niehus. Jess gets it over her outstretched arms. Back down to 5. Scoring starting to pick up a little bit here. 3:35 to play. 17-12, SNU. Glover with it. Glover to Soap. Out to Schrepfer, top of the arc, and she'll go to Kennedy Gillette. Trying to go inside to Niehus. She'll go cross court to Soap. Soap pump fakes again. Goes to Schrepfer. Drives. Glover open for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Gillette. Fresh 30 here for SNU. Kennedy Gillette goes to Soap. Back to Gillette. Gillette at the wing. Moves it over top of the arc for Schrepfer. SNU resets. They'll go to Glover. They're going to go inside to Niehus. Niehus, nice move in the paint. Can't get it to fall. Long rebound comes out to Soap. She'll take a 3 wide open. Rattles out. Niehus a rebound and lays it in. Time out on the floor for Henderson State. And Trent May not happy about something, but the basket does count. It's a 30-second timeout for Henderson. I think Trent May got a little confused, maybe thought there was a foul or something, but it was actually a timeout. I think Trent May was wanting a foul there. That's what he was wanting. I can see he was looking for the and one there for Niehus. Nonetheless, Southern Nazarene leading now 19-12. Starting to take advantage a little bit here in the second quarter. They were down 9-4. As you can see, it's been a different quarter here for SNU, now leading 19-12. Coming out of the timeout will be Reddy's basketball. 2:49 to play here in the half. Halftime coming up here in a moment. Estes set to inbounds to Pink Jones. And here come the Reddies, trying to solve this SNU defense, which has been excellent so far. They'll go inside to Pink Jones. Jones gets it stripped, and she's able to come free with it, gets it to Estes. They have been harassing Pink Jones any chance they get. Estes now going to drive, pump fakes, kicks it to Pink Jones. She'll take a three-pointer, doesn't take many of them. That one's no good, and the rebound down to Gillette. That was only her 8th three-point attempt. Now 4 of 8 of the year, efficient, but just doesn't take many of them. Schrepfer back forward here, about 2 minutes to play in the first half. Madeline Schrepfer going to come off a screen. Schrepfer goes inside to Niehus. Niehus backs her man down, looking for the foul. Now gets the foul on the offensive rebound, and Niehus will go to the line for 2. Trying to catch who that foul was on. It'll be on Snowden, her first. Not really a ton of fouls on either side. Nobody in foul trouble as of yet. Niehus, a pair of free throws coming up. First one, back iron, no good. Niehus only a sophomore on this team out of Mustang. Second on the team with 10.4 points per game, 6.8 rebounds per game as she gets the second free throw to fall, about as expected. She's 73% free throw shooter. Pink Jones going to bring it forward here for the Reddies. Estes going to take a three-pointer on the handoff, well off the mark, and the rebound to Gillette. Good job by Kennedy Gillette battling for the rebound. SNU can take a double-digit lead here on this possession. They have held Henderson to 12 points here in the first half with under 2 minutes to play. Gillette with it. Gillette going to go to Nehus. Adrian Berry is back into the game. We're going to get a foul off the ball, and I believe that's going to be on Maines. That's going to be her first. Berry was doing battle in the paint, and I think they're thinking if they get that switch they like on Maines, that is a big height advantage for Adrian Berry. Schrepfer going to go deep to Berry. Adrian Berry off a screen from Nehus. Berry, hesitation move to the bucket and draws the foul. Goes right at Branham. Beautiful hesitation move to create space and just drove right to the basket and drew the foul as she went right by her man. And Adrian Berry, the leading scorer on this team, has 2 points thus far. Make it 3 on the first free throw. Berry, 11.9 points per game. Struggling a little bit shooting this year, only 40% from the field. She is 35% from behind the arc, 76% at the free throw line. Second free throw is good, and it is a 10-point lead for Southern Nazarene, ahead 22-12. They have been locked in on this defensive end. Pink Jones looking to drive, spins. Jones trying to go inside to Branham, kicks it out to Snowden. Three-pointer on the way. Off the mark, no good. It's going to head out of bounds and head back to Southern Nazarene. I don't think Henderson is just struggling right now from the field. I still don't believe they have made one field goal here in this quarter. They are 4 of 28 from the field as of right now. Soap with it. Soap inside to Nehus. Nehus with Branham defending. Nehus backs her down, goes up, can't get it to fall. Been a tough shooting day so far for Nehus. Estes gets the rebound and ahead to Pink Jones. Jones going to drive into the paint. Trying to get up over Schrepfer. Gets it out to Maines instead. Maines now going to drive. Gets it to Estes. Back to Maines. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Maines backs her man down and throws it to nobody. Taken away by Schrepfer, and a timeout on the floor for SNU with 36 seconds remaining in this quarter. A quarter that has been completely and utterly dominated here by SNU, outscoring Henderson 18-3 here in the quarter. SNU was trailing 9-4 at the start of the second. They now lead 22-12. They have gotten it done on the defensive end, and they've relied a little bit on their offense. It's still not great, 7-30. Nothing to really brag about, but they've started to get some shots to fall. They're going very aggressive to the basket, getting to the free throw line 8 times, and that's the difference you've seen thus far. But on the defensive end, Henderson cannot do anything in the paint right now, and that's where Henderson's trying to live right now, is inside the paint. They're only a 33% three-point shooting team. So not a great three-point shooting team at all. And so SNU's just daring them to come in the paint. Of course, the likes of Abby Nehus awaits. As Madeline Sheffer's going to bring it forward, about a 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 22-12, SNU on top in what has been a masterful defensive effort here in the first half. Schrepfer will go to Berry. Berry's going to drive. Lays it up and in, and one! Adrian Berry. Lexus Weber had just checked into the game for the Reddies, and she got the matchup with Berry. Berry blew by her, drove to the basket, and drew the foul. Three-point play is good from Berry. She's up to 7, and it's a 13-point lead, 25-12, shot clock off, 10 seconds remaining in the half. Pink Jones looking to drive. Jones kicks it to Maines, open for 3, good. There's a response there from Henderson, 2 seconds on the clock, 1 second, Soap from half court, off the mark. That's a big three-pointer for Henderson State right before the break, and we go to half. But it is still all Southern Nazarene. They lead Henderson State 25-15 as we head to halftime. And we'll take a break for you. We'll come back towards the end of the first half and give you some first half stats and analysis and get you ready for second half action. SNU looking to notch a big win here in conference play, leading Henderson State 25-15.
This is where I use the skills I've learned. This is where the moments I love happen. This is where I grew up, and it's also where I serve.
In the U.S. Army Reserve, you train at least 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Here, you learn the skills to lead and succeed in life while staying close to home. Part-time service, full-time success. GoArmyReserve.com.
Is on the fence about buying a car, we should...
Give him a hug.
No. Next.
Hand hug? Full frontal?
No way. Guys, practice hugs are not necessary. You don't have to practice hugging.
How about we serenade them?
Well, I'd be happy to sing a song for you.
Sit down. It's terrible.
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Field House in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th.
Halftime here in Arkadelphia with Southern Nazarene leading Henderson State 25-15 thanks to an excellent second quarter for the Crimson Storm. Really, it's been a pretty ugly first half, if you will, for both sides, but SNU really turned it on in that second quarter. SNU went 1 of 13 in the first quarter, but turned it around and went 7 of 19 in the second quarter and outscored Henderson State 21-6 to take this 25-15 lead at the break. Henderson State's only 5 of 29 from the field and 2 of 11 from behind the arc. That three-pointer right before the half was big for Henderson State. They were down by 13 and got that one to fall. And we're going to get you ready for second half action here in a minute. Adrian Berry led the way with 7 points. J.C. Soap, big couple of three-pointers off the bench to have 6. Massey Beard with 5 points, played some big minutes. Abby Nehus with 5 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Blue Jones is leading the way right now for Henderson State with 5 points. Carrington Whaley with 4 points. Pink Jones and Macy Maines with 3 points each. So second half action coming up here in just a moment. If you're SNU, SNU right now is pretty much daring Henderson to come inside the paint. They are not afraid of Henderson's three-point shots. Now, the one they get to Maines, they don't want to do that per se. They left Maines open basically there, and Maines made them pay in that sense. So they don't want to be quite that loose from the three-point line, but they are really making a concerted effort to stop Henderson by all means from driving into the post, and they've done an excellent job through one quarter. As they're going to get inside to Pink Jones. Pink Jones going to get to Whaley, and a quick 2 points just like that for Henderson State. And it is 25-17. SNU off the quick bucket there for the Reddies. Alexis Jones with it, cross court to Perez. Perez pump fakes and drives, goes to the bucket, draws the foul and a traveling call. Interesting call there on Perez. Thought she easily took 2 steps to the bucket before going for a layup, but maybe took one extra one. It was a little tough to tell on the far side of the court. Henderson State's got it back just like that. Blue Jones with it. They're going to go to Snowden. Snowden looking to drive back out to Blue Jones. Jones, nice behind the back move. Runner in the paint, no good. Rebound to Abby Nehus. She has been a menace inside the paint today. Alexis Jones with it. Gets it to Nehus. Hands it off to Schrepfer. Goes to Barry. Barry in the corner, three-pointer. Didn't really catch it clean and misses short. Pink Jones coming back the other way. Pink Jones with it. We'll go to Whaley, who gets it to Estes. Estes driving into the paint. Spins and gets blocked. Estes tried to make some separation there and get by Nehus. Didn't fool Nehus at all, and she gets her 4th block of the game. She is just a presence inside the paint right now. Pink Jones inbound. We'll go to Whaley, almost taken away again by Nehus. Now it'll be side out here for the Reddies. 8:48 to play in the third quarter. They'll go inside to Whaley. Makes a move, goes up on Nehus, well off the mark. Good defense yet again by Abby Nehus. Madeline Schrepfer. Schrepfer stops, gets it to Nehus. They'll go to Alexis Jones. Jones going to drive baseline, goes up and lays it in. Alexis Jones. That's her first points of the game. First shot of the game. Pink Jones on the other end. Kicks to Blue Jones. Blue Jones going to drive on Schrepfer and tries to get it off to Whaley, and Schrepfer steps in front of it. Beautiful switch by SNU. Back the other way comes Schrepfer to the bucket, lays it up, and draws the foul on Estes. Pair of free throws coming up for Schrepfer, who made the excellent defensive play on one end, and she'll have a pair of free throws on the other. 2 points so far in the game for Madeline Schrepfer, but 5 steals in this contest for the senior. First free throws up and good for Schrepfer. And the lead back out to 11 here for SNU. These teams are tied for third place right now. And SNU is 1 game back of East Central for second, as both free throws are good for Schrepfer. 29-17 the score. Estes going to bring it forward. Estes looking to drive, pulls up, now gets it to Pink Jones. Jones going to drive on Jones, kicks it out to Blue Jones now. So 3 Joneses on the floor right now. Estes now with it. Estes trying to drive, taken away. Perez that time got a hand in there. Schrepfer to Barry. Lays it in on the fast break. It's a 14-point lead. Largest of the game for Southern Nazarene. Pink Jones on the other end. Jones gets inside, kicks it to Whaley. Easy layup as they got around Nehus on that one. Pink Jones got a little bit of a double team there. 8 points now for Whaley. Leads the team for the Reddies. Barry up to 9 points now for SNU. They'll go to Adrian Barry at the wing. Barry to Perez. Perez spins, almost taken away. It is taken away. Estes got a piece of it. Reddies were not interested in a fast break there. They actually slow it down, and Pink Jones going to bring it forward. Maybe thinking they are found maybe a little something. Estes backdoor cut. Kicks out to the corner. They're going to move it all the way around to Blue Jones. Long three-pointer off the mark. Long rebound comes to Snowden. Snowden gets it back. She drives over to Pink Jones. Pink Jones backs Jones down, goes up, misses the layup. Rebound by Whaley, who goes back up and draws the foul. Kind of climbed over the back of Nehus, but she's able to get away with it, and she's going to go to the line for 2. Schrepfer gets charged with the foul. And a pair of free throws coming up. First one is good from Whaley. Gets it back down to 11. Maine's going to come back into the game for Blue Jones. You also got Branham set to check back in here in just a moment. She's going to come in for Whaley if she can connect on this free throw. And she does. So back down to a 10-point game as Branham's back into the game. Well, back the other way comes SNU. Alexis Jones with it. They're going to kick it out to Barry. Barry pump fakes, drives, pulls up for 3, short. Long rebound comes to Estes. Estes on the other end. Estes kicks to Maines. Maines going to kick out now to Snowden. Snowden back out to Pink Jones. Jones going to drive on Perez. Goes up and draws the foul. And just like that, here come the Reddies.
To the line for the Reddies, number 2, Pink Jones.
First free throw coming up for Jones is good. J.C. Soap into the game as well as Kennedy Gillette with 6:03 to play in the third quarter. Second free throw is good. And it's back down to an 8-point game. Alexis Jones with it. Jones to Schrepfer. Schrepfer at the wing. Going to kick it over to Gillette in the corner. Gillette going to come off a screen. Trying to get inside to Nehus. Instead, they'll go to Alexis Jones, top of the arc. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jones to Schrepfer. Schrepfer drives, looking for Alexis Jones. She comes up with it, goes up at the rim, no good. Nehus with the rebound, no good. Shot clock reset when it shouldn't have. And somehow the referee kept the time in his head and called a shot clock violation. I thought there was about 6 seconds still. Only 3 went off the clock. I'm not sure how you, interesting. You have a monitor you can look at, but nonetheless, we'll keep going. Referees decide not to look at the monitor. Estes with it. Reddy's 6-0 run, looking to make it an 8-0 run. Snowden puts it up, and man, gets a tough layup to fall, and it is an 8-0 run as Henderson State gets it down to 6. And SNU in a little bit of a drought here in the last 3 minutes. They'll go inside to Nehus. Nehus backs her man down, goes up and lays it in. Too easy there for Abby Nehus to lead back out to 8. Pink Jones looking to drive. Alexis Jones all over her. Pink Jones drives, puts it up, no good. And a rebound to Alexis Jones. Again, Abby Nehu's her presence down there. You got to think she's going to be subbed in for pretty soon. Nasty Beard had a nice first half herself. Jones off a screen to Gillette. Gillette going to take a three-pointer. Just rims out. Really wanted that one to go in for Kenny Gillette. She's been struggling shooting-wise. That one looked good. On the other end, Pink Jones going to drive. Loses it, and J.C. Soap comes up with it. Jones just lost the handle there. J.C. Soap now driving. Soap goes up. Gets the lay-in to fall. J.C. Soap. She's up to 8, and the lead's back to 10. Maines looking to drive. Kicks it to Estes. Estes three-pointer on the way. No good. Long rebound comes to Maines, though, and Henderson will reset. Estes back with it. Estes trying to back Gillette down. Almost taken away on her pass to Maines. Maines now looking to drive. Maines gets it tipped away momentarily. Now it'll get it to Estes. Estes drives, and it'll be a kick ball. Schrepfer had stepped in front of it again. It's the second time she stepped in front of the pass in the paint, but it went off her foot. So it'll be a kick ball with 3:33 to play in the third quarter. Southern Nazarene leading Henderson State 35-25.
Whitfies is a proud sponsor of Henderson State Athletics. Stop by our booth.
This is where I use the skills I've learned. This is where the moments I love happen. This is where I grew up, and it's also where I serve.
In the U.S. Army Reserve, you train at least 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Here, you learn the skills to lead and succeed in life while staying close to home. Part-time service, full-time success. GoArmyReserve.com.
Fans, baseball season is here. Southern Nazarene Baseball opens their season tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. as the Crimson Storm will take on Southwest Baptist. Game 1 of a 3-game series tomorrow at 2 p.m. Join Phil Younts on the call. Should be some exciting action on the diamond as we are set to go. But right now, we are on the court, and Southern Nazarene leads 35-25. Henderson State to inbound from the baseline. They're going to get it to Pink Jones in the corner. So the Reddies reset. Pink Jones going to come off a screen. Good switch there. Jones going to drive. Big block this time by Massey Beard, and she saves it! Alexis Jones coming on the other end. Jones to Schrepfer. Schrepfer misses the lay-in. Jones with the rebound and lays it in! The lead back to 12. And it's a 6-0 run now by Southern Nazarene. Pink Jones trying to drive. Kicks to Whaley for the easy lay-in. That has been Henderson's offense. Pink Jones driving into the paint, forcing a double team, and then laying it off to her center, Whaley, who is now up to 12 points in this game. Jones, mid-range jumper. Front iron no good. Long rebound to Pink Jones. 4 Reddies set to check in. Pink Jones loses it. She throws it away. She had a man cutting to the basket, and we have 4 new Reddies into the game. A lot we have not seen. Branham is into the game, along with Maddie Nichols. You got Lexus Weber, and then back into the game is Lainey Snowden with Maines on the court. So a little bit of a different lineup here for the Reddies. Yeah, I think head coach Jill Thomas just really frustrated with how her team is playing right now. She's trying to get a little bit of a spark here, maybe. SNU got a spark from their second unit in the second quarter earlier. Alexis Jones with it, goes to Kennedy Gillette in the corner. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Schrepfer drives, goes to Alexis Jones. Jones drives. Massey Beard pump fakes, drives the lane, and lays it in. Massey Beard. She's up to 7 in this contest. Nichols on the other end. Gonna kick it out to Snowden. Snowden out to Weber. Weber gonna drive. Put the tough shot up, but gets a foul call. And she's gonna go to the line for 2. The foul's gonna be on Gillette. That is her second. Weber only playing in her 12th game, averages 4.6 points per game. She's a 47% shooter from the field, 64% from the free throw line. She's going to have a pair here to try to cut this deficit back down to 10. First free throw is up and no good. Henderson now 7 of 9 from the charity stripe. This is a good free throw shooting team as a whole. Shooting around 73% as a unit. Second free throw, that one is good, but SNU still leading by 11. Alexis Jones coming back down. Goes to Shrepford, will get it to Massey Beard. Beard, crowd of people around her, will now go to Kennedy Gillette. Gillette's going to come off a screen. She'll drive to the free throw line, tries to go inside to Beard, and she throws it away. Weber tips it, and back the other way come to Reddy's. Maine with it. Maine's going to go to Nichols. Nichols almost runs into Maine's. Maine's open for 3. Off the mark, no good. She gets her own rebound, though, and she'll get a bump foul there on Beard. And this second unit is probably exactly what Jill Thomas was looking for. They've come in. They're doing their job pretty well, and they can get it back under 10 here with a basket. The turnovers has been one of the big difference. SNU has slowed theirs down now at 13-17, though, as there's going to be an and 1 for Branham. Beard has been so good today, but she got beat there, and an unnecessary foul is a chance for a three-point play for Branham. Branham averages 6.8 points per game. She's only a 66% free throw shooter, but she'll have a chance. Actually, check that. I was looking at Whaley. Branham's actually the best on the team at 88%. And she gets that one to fall. So back down to an 8-point game. SNU's still in control here as we got 1 minute to play in the third. Action is picked up for sure here in the second half as they'll go inside to J.C. Soap at the elbow. Soap off a screen. Backs her man down, puts a tough shot up and gets it to fall. J.C. Soap in double figures with 10 points. Nichols with it. Nichols drives. Tough shot. May have been deflected again by J.C. Soap. Under 40 seconds to play for SNU. Leading by 10. Soap with it. Soap thought about the 3. Soap drives. Lays it up. No good. Rebound by Kennedy Gillette. And they're going to get a jump ball. It'll stay SNU basketball. Shot clock is off. So SNU can hold for the final shot. Jones the inbound. Jones the Soap. Soap hands back off to Jones, and Alexis Jones is going to reset for the final shot here. 20 seconds to play. In the third quarter, SNU ahead by 10. Gillette at the wing. And we got a foul off the basketball. Won't result in any free throws. It will be on Branham. That'll be her second. It's just going to be another baseline play here for SNU in 13 seconds to play. Jones the inbound, goes again to Soap. Soap back out to Gillette. 10 seconds on the clock. J.C. Soap with it here. 5 seconds. Soap calling for a screen. Soap pulls up. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Gillette with the rebound and gets absolutely hammered there. No call. But that's the end of 3. As Gillette was going for the tip-in, just got hammered. And Trent May wondering why there wasn't a call as well, but nonetheless, we got one more quarter to play, and it is 41-31, SNU on top. Final 10 minutes coming your way in just a moment.
Great American Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Field House in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th.
This is where I use the skills I've learned. This is where the moments I love happen. This is where I grew up, and it's also where I serve.
In the U.S. Army Reserve, you train at least 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Here, you learn the skills to lead and succeed in life while staying close to home. Part-time service, full-time success. GoArmyReserve.com.
10 minutes away from sweeping the season series with Henderson State. Southern Nazarene on top 41-31. It'll be Reddy's ball out of the timeout. Estes is back on the floor along with Maines, Weber, Snowden, and Branham. Meanwhile, it's Schrepfer, Jones, Beard, Soap, and Gillette on the floor for SNU. Maines looking to drive. Maines going to kick out to Weber. Weber going to go long three-pointer from Snowden. Back iron no good, but a long rebound's going to come to Schrepfer. Schrepfer comes away with it. Schrepfer driving on the other end goes to Soap. Soap goes to Gillette in the corner. Three-pointer off the mark. Massey Beard pulls the rebound down and throws it away. And Weber will come up with it for the Reddies. So no harm on either end. Estes going to bring it forward. Estes kicks it out to Weber. Weber looking to drive. Weber, long jumper, somehow goes in. Weber just kind of threw it up there, and it went off the backboard and in. It was not a very good shot, but it puts points on the board. 41-33 the score. Gillette going to go to Jones in the corner. Jones back to Gillette, moves it to Schrepfer. Schrepfer hands it off to Gillette. Gillette at the free throw line. Was looking for Beard. Beard was cutting to the basket while Gillette was looking for her in the corner. And we're going to see Abby Nehus back into this game. She has been a force down low. Casey Glover also back into the game. She'll come in for Gillette. You also see the Jones sisters back in, blue and pink. A little bit of a press being shown here by SNU. They're going to go deep to Snowden. A little bit of pressure from SNU. They back off. Just trying to get out of the hands of Pink Jones, who's done a little bit of damage in the second half. And they're going to get a touch foul on Glover as Estes was driving to the basket.
Southern Nazarene foul charge number 1, Casey
That's
Glover.
her second.
Her second.
Sideline out here for the Reddies. Estes to inbounds. SNU trying to make it 5 in a row here. Get another road win. Pink Jones looking to drive. Alexis Jones defending. Pink Jones getting down to the paint. Blocked. Blocked again by Abby Nehus. What a game she is having. And here comes Alexis Jones. SNU going to go slow here, you think, here in the final 10. We're getting down to 8 minutes. Glover with it. Glover going to go to Soap. Soap. Back to Jones. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Alexis Jones going to go to JC Soap. Pump fakes. Elbow shot. Up in the air and goes over the backboard and falls out on the other side of the backboard. Good shot there by Soap, just off the back iron.
Substitution for the Reddies, number 30, Carrington Whaley.
Whaley back into the game, and we're just teetering on this 8-point game where you kind of think the next shot that falls for either side could be a big factor in this game. Can the Reddies get it down to 6 and get it to a 2-possession game? Can SNU get it back to double digits? That's kind of the question. Snowden going to go to Estes. SNU has been excellent on defense today. Estes spins. Tough floater, no good. Rebound by Schrepfer. And SNU keeps forcing Henderson into really, really, really tough shots. Jones with it. Jones off the screen from Nehus. We'll go to Glover. Glover moves it to the top of the arc and go inside to Nehus. What an entry pass! Nehus just can't get the layup to fall. Oh my goodness, it just wouldn't go down. It was a great look, and on the other end comes Pink Jones. Oh, that one hurts if you're SNU. Snowden's going to kick it to Blue Jones. She's going to drive the lane and kick. Three-pointer from Estes. Off the mark, rebound by Alexis Jones. SNU continues to get stops and continues to hold this Henderson State offense. A team that averages 74 points per game, only at 33 here in the fourth. JC Soap drives. Goes up, can't get the layup to fall. Rebound comes down to Pink Jones, and she's looking to run. She's got numbers. She'll go to Snowden, though. Goes back to Estes. Estes looking to drive, and it's almost taken away by Nehus. Maine's going to come back into the game for the Reddies. She'll check in for Snowden. It remains an 8-point game here at 41-33. Pink Jones to inbound from the baseline. They'll go inside to Whaley. Whaley going to take a tough shot and gets it to fall. Hey, last two baskets from Henderson State have been really tough baskets that they've gotten to fall, and it's a 6-point game suddenly. Schrepfer with it. Schrepfer drives. What a move by Madeline Schrepfer. She takes it to the basket and gets it back to 8. Pink Jones. Little short jumper over Nehus is good, and we have a timeout on the floor with 6:01 to play. We'll take a timeout with them. It's back down to 6, but SNU on top, 43-37.
Subway is a proud sponsor of Henderson State Athletics. Stop by after the game and treat yourself.
Fans, our next broadcast will be Saturday. We're heading right across the street. Now, Southern Nazarene's going to battle Ouachita Baptist. Saturday, February 2nd at 1 p.m. It'll be a doubleheader with the men. As we said, we're heading just right across the road here in Arkadelphia. These two schools right across the street, big rivals. It's Henderson today, though, and SNU leads 43-37, 6 minutes to play in this contest. Can SNU get some big shots to fall and keep that defensive pressure up? It's Henderson looking to get back into it. Jones, good move. Short jumper, no good, though, and Pink Jones gets the rebound. Here come the Reddies. They've been down most of this game with the exception of the first quarter. They've been down ever since. Pink Jones going to drive, lays it up, and gets the friendly roll. And it is down to 4. And suddenly the momentum's starting to swing a little bit back in favor of the Reddies. Pink Jones starting to step it up. She's up to 9. Back-to-back buckets for her despite 3 of 14 from the field. Adrian Berry on the other end draws the foul. Nice, strong drive there by Berry. She's going to go to the line for 2. Berry currently at 9 points. The only other one in double figures right now is JC Soap at 10. She's been huge off the bench today. So a pair of free throws here. First one up. And it rattles out for Berry, and SNU cannot afford that right now. They have got to get their free throws to fall at this point. They're 9 of 12 now at the line. Berry's second free throw is good. She's up to 10 now, and it's 44-39. SNU's on the mark again. Could be their 4th straight game holding an opponent to 60 points or less. Pink Jones puts another tough layup in. Boy, I tell you, all the shots Henderson has made in this fourth quarter, they have not been pretty shots. They are somehow going in, though, now, and it's now a 3-point game. That was an ugly layup. Almost taken away there momentarily. And we got under 5 to play in this contest. Last time out of the half from the media. And it is 43-39, or check that, 44-41. So we're getting to crunch time here in the final moments. Henderson has been down by as many as 14 in this game, 14 in the second half. They have clawed their way back to make it a 3-point game on their home floor. SNU's got to start hitting some baskets here because Henderson on the other end has gotten some shots to fall. Oh, thanks to Pink Jones. She's gotten her last 3 shots to go in. She's 3 for 3 so far in the fourth. Adrian Berry with it at the wing. Berry going to go inside to Niehaus. Niehaus goes up and gets the lay in the fall. Big bucket there by Abby Niehaus. She's at 9 now to go with her 9 rebounds. Corner, 3-pointer from Jones. It's good. Blue Jones from the corner, and it's a 2-point game, and all of a sudden a team that's been shooting 20% suddenly can't miss. But this is a good offensive team. SNU's just kept them bottled up, but a defensive breakdown there. It's a 2-point game. Jones with it. Goes to Berry. Berry gets it knocked away. Ball's on the ground, and they get a timeout. She never had the basketball.
Timeout on the floor. Charge to Henderson State.
They gave her a timeout, and she did not have control of the basketball. That is an unfortunate call for SNU. So it'll be a 30-second timeout, and suddenly Henderson State can tie the game or take the lead as SNU has gone cold. Really, not even, it's more of Henderson State that suddenly caught fire. They are 5 for their last 5 all of a sudden after just horrific shooting. They suddenly can't miss. Basketball's a weird sport sometimes. And SNU, who has played a masterful defensive game. We got 4 minutes to play. Can they hold here and complete what would be a huge series sweep over the Reddies? Blue Jones goes by her man. She's going to kick it to Maines. Maines with it, goes top of the arc. We're under 4 to play in this contest. SNU clinging to a 2-point lead. Blue Jones with it, stuck, goes to Pink Jones, under 10 on the shot. Pink Jones crosses over, tries to kick it to Whaley, and she throws it away. Thrown away, and it's SNU basketball. So Jones brings it down. Big possession here for SNU. Really need a basket here to get it back to 2 possessions. Berry going inside to Niehaus. Niehaus goes up at the rim, no good. And the rebound couldn't come down to Schrepfer, and she gets a foul. Schrepfer and Niehaus had positioning, and when they jumped, it took 1 extra bounce on the rim. And Jones was able to come down with it. So Henderson coming back the other way now. Another chance to tie it here with 3 minutes to play. Maines with it. Berry defending. Maines will hand it off to Pink Jones. Jones stuck, kicks it to Estes. Estes to drive, spins, kicks. Maines now drives. She kicks to Blue Jones. Goes back to Maines, under 10 on the shot clock. Maines gets it to Pink Jones. Jones to drive. Jones puts it up. And Niehaus with the rebound as she misses short. Good defense yet again. Great post presence yet again from Abby Niehaus. Alexis Jones gets it over. Another one. Can SNU get this back to a 2-possession game? Berry with it. Berry thought about the 3. They have the mismatch down low with Niehaus, and they try to force it in there, and it's almost taken away by Blue Jones. There's 2 seconds on the shot clock. So SNU's not going to have to hurry to get a shot off. As Snowden's back into the game. I think you got to try to get Berry open here. They'll get Schrepfer instead. She puts a 3 up. It's good! Time out! SNU as Madeline Schrepfer buries a gigantic 3-pointer and gets the lead back out to 5. That was huge. Schrepfer up to 9 points in this game. 6 steals, 4 rebounds. She's having herself a great ball game. And no shot bigger than the one she just took to get it back out to a 5-point game with 2:08 to play. Still plenty of time, though, in this basketball game. Shrepfer just came off a screen, got into the corner, and buried the three-pointer with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Estes to inbound. SNU's going to pressure. They're trying to deny Pink Jones get the ball out of her hands. She gets it to Blue Jones. Dangerous pass. Jones brings it forward, though. Blue Jones with it. Shrepfer defending, trying to get it back to Pink Jones. Almost taken away, almost thrown away, I should say. Now Pink Jones with it, with Alexis Jones defending. Pink Jones gets the switch. Now has Shrepfer on her, goes inside to Whaley. Whaley going to go up, tough shot. Oh, and they get a foul. Boy, Whaley was fading away from the basket. Looked like Nehus had good positioning, but they get the foul nonetheless. Whaley, a 66% free throw shooter. 2 big ones coming up. First one is good. And this is the important one because this can get it back down to 1 possession. Or it can stay a 2-possession game. Huge free throw here with 1:44 to go. It's up, and it's good. And it's back down to 3. Now a little bit of pressure from Henderson State. They're looking for a trap, it looks like. They go to Shrepfer. Shrepfer breaks it without much issue. Minute and a half to play in this contest. 3-point game. SNU ahead. Alexis Jones with it. Jones drives, almost taken away. She'll kick it to Perez. A little bit of sloppy possession here for SNU. Barry now with it. Barry going to come off a screen. 2-point jumper, no good. Rebound, though, by Shrepfer. Comes out of nowhere and pulls the rebound down. And SNU can run more clock here. The question is, can they get points out of it? As we approach 1 minute to play, Blue Jones all over Madeline Shrepfer here. But Shrepfer keeps it away from her. She'll go to Jones. Jones going to go inside to Nehus. Nehus to a cutting Shrepfer, and she's fouled! What a cut by Madeline Shrepfer, and she has 2 free throws coming up. Madeline Shrepfer, she has had a big, big game this evening. First free throw, good, and a huge one. It's back to 4 as Maines will come into the game. She's up to 10 now. He has a career high in steals in this contest. One more coming up, and it is good, and the lead is back to 5. 51 seconds to play. Maines will bring it forward. Maines gets her dribble by Shrepfer, and they'll get it to Estes. Estes trying to drive, goes up for the lay-in, no good. Whaley with the rebound, almost taken away, and they're going to get a foul on Shrepfer. Not a bad foul, though. It's only the 4th team foul on SNU. 35 seconds remaining in this contest. We have the men's game coming up next. We'll also have the post-game show, where we'll have Coach May and most likely a player as they go to Estes. Estes going to go up, taken away by Alexis Jones. Jones brings it forward, 30 seconds to play, and she is fouled. Estes tried to go up with the shot, and as she went up, Jones stripped her. That's only the 3rd team foul. Estes is at 4 fouls now. Still 2 more fouls have to be committed. They'll go to Shrepfer. Shrepfer gets fouled, and you imagine they'll go to Shrepfer one more time. I think that's who you're going to want at the free throw line. Shrepfer, maybe Barry. Even Nehus is a pretty good free throw shooter. Barry's 76%, Shrepfer 75%. Those are your 2 top ones. They get it to Shrepfer. Shrepfer gets bumped, and Madeline Shrepfer is going to the line, leading the way right now with 11 points with a pair of free throws. What a game from Shrepfer. So 2 free throws coming up. This can get it back out as the first one is good. This is the big one. It can get it back out to a 3-possession game and pretty much call this one. Second free throw's up and good. 7-point lead for SNU. And they are 24 seconds away from completing the season series sweep with Henderson State. The 2 teams came into this game even at 8-4. And we do have an update. Arkansas Tech leads East Central 60-56. If that holds, the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm, a team that was 3-8 at one point this season, will move into second place in the GAC. We will see how that turns out. So 20, as we said, 24 seconds remaining in this contest. The 2 teams come out of the timeout. Basically, if you're Henderson, you have to be quick, you have to score quick, and you got to hope that Southern Nazarene's going to miss some free throws. So that's just the inbounds. They'll go inside to Whaley. Whaley going to back down and put an easy layup in. Good job by Nehus, just basically not fouling there. They'll rebound. They'll get it into Jones, and finally a foul. It took a few minutes there for a foul to occur, and now Alexis Jones will go to the line for a pair of free throws with 18 seconds now to play. Jones only 4 points in this game, but she has 7 rebounds, including 6 on the defensive end as the first one's good. Gets it back to a 6-point game. Second free throw's up and good. Back to a 7-point game we go. 55-48. Pink Jones losing the handle momentarily, almost throws it away. They'll get it to Snowden. She drives back to Jones. This is a long possession already. Pink Jones goes up, blocked by Nehus. It'll be a tie-up. It's SNU basketball. That is going to do it. Two seconds to go. Alexis Jones is actually going to come inbound it. And I imagine it's going to be a catch and end as they'll get it to Schrepfer, and that will do it. The Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm come into the Duke Wells Center here in Arkadelphia and leave with a 55-48 win. What a victory for the Crimson Storm, their 5th straight, and we can now say it. It is almost final in Russellville. Arkansas Tech is going to knock off East Central, and the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm will go to 9-4 in the GAC, and they are moving to number 2 in the conference. Plenty of basketball to go, but my goodness, this team is rolling right now. What a job by head coach Trent May and the Crimson Storm. We'll take a quick break. Madeline Schrepfer's coming your way, as well as Coach May. We will be right back. As we said, the final score, Southern Nazarene 55, Henderson State 48. A tremendous victory here for the Crimson Storm today They go 18 of 59 from the field. Not the best shooting day, but man, did they play some incredible defense, especially when it was needed most. That was the 4th straight game they have kept somebody under 60 points in a contest. As we said, we're going to have Madeline Strupfer join us here in just a minute, along with head coach Trent May, as we get some final statistics. Madeline's coming over right now. We'll take a quick break. Madeline Strupfer coming your way here in just a moment. Back here on the post-game show, and we are here with Madeline Strupfer. A tremendous game from her tonight. 13 points, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds in the game, and a career-high 6 steals as Southern Nazarene defeats Henderson State 55-48. Madeline, first of all, congratulations on the win. You get the series sweep over Henderson. Just describe this feeling to come away with a win on the road.
I mean, it feels so good. We kind of knew, like, first coming in that we had never beat this team here, like, being in the GAC. And then second, we knew we were tied with them for third, so it gave us that little extra, like, competitiveness with us. So that's what was in the back of our mind the whole time, and it's always a grind, but especially tonight. We were tired, and we just kept going like we always do.
Yeah, and you mentioned grind, and I'm going to go to the defensive end. This is the first of all, it's your 5th straight win, but it's the 4th straight game you have held somebody under 60 points. And this is a team that came in averaging almost 75 points a game. You hold them to 30% shooting. You shut them down in the paint pretty much. Talk about this defensive effort.
You know, it's like we are at our best when it's all 5 on the floor. You know, if there's one slip up, like, it's just not good defense, and I think that's what separates us from other teams is that all 5, no matter who's in, is always engaged. And it's just that, like, pride. That's our identity, so we just thrive in that. Like, you know, even if we're missing shots, it's like, hey, we get to play defense, whereas other people, it's like, man, we got to play defense. It's like, nah, let's go. It's defense for us.
You got to tell me about this resiliency from this group. You start the game off, I mean, it was not a good first quarter. You guys fall behind. You know, you get a lead, but they come, this is their home floor. They come charging back. This has happened a few times this season where you guys, it almost feels like you guys should fall apart, but you guys almost come together even more and find a way to win. Talk about the resiliency of this group.
Well, honestly, the first couple games, I think that's what we learned. Like, I think we had fallen apart, like, in our first couple of games, and we learned, like, that was our weakness. And so we kind of identified our weakness, and we're like, we got to thrive in that. Instead of being like, we got that, that's got to be our strength. And I think we just saw that and recognized that strong teams that have that grit I was talking about, those strong teams don't break under the hard times.
This team was 3-8 not that long ago. You're 10-9 now.
Feels good.
Just describe that feeling.
You know, I mean, Coach May was always preaching, record doesn't matter until conference. And I think we're like, okay, like, that kind of resonated with us. And we're like, you know, conference is where it matters. And we stepped it up at the right time.
All right, and not a long road trip. You're going right across the street on Saturday. You're going to take on Ouachita again for the second time, another opportunity to get a series sweep. Just talking about looking ahead to that contest, some things you're looking forward to as you face the Tigers for a second time.
Kind of like Coach May says, we never can, like, take an opponent's record for granted, and we need to play with the same intensity that we played here, because if we play with that same intensity, it should be a really fun game.
Alan Strupfer, 13 points on the night to lead the team, and a career-high 6 steals and an incredible defensive effort for SNU. They defeat Henderson State 55-48. Madeline, congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much.
We are final here from Arkadelphia, and another great win for Southern Nazarene. They defeat Henderson State 55-48, and we're here with head coach Trent May. Well, Trent, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, and I know it's for you, it doesn't matter at this point, but East Central did lose tonight. No. You guys have moved to a tie for second. I'm gonna trap you, aren't I?
You're walking home, man. You're walking home.
But in all seriousness, you guys go to 10-9 on the season. This is a good offense. There's no denying it. They average 75 points per game, and you guys hold them to 30% shooting. You pretty much shut them down in the paint. They can't really get a lot going. Talk about that defensive effort.
Yeah, I just credit to the girls that for the most part, follow what we're asking them to do. Coach Cooper puts that defensive game plan together. They execute it. You're not going to be perfect. You're going to have some breakdowns at times. I thought we did at times. We got a lot of steals by just rotating in the proper spots. And when we did, we got steals. When we didn't, they capitalized. But we did a good job. And, you just got to stay greedy this time of year. And you're on the road. And, again, are you going to shoot the ball well? You don't know. But can you play great defense? You can. You have the ability and the scheme to just execute. Like I've said before, defense is a play. There's set plays on defense that you got to execute, and you got to understand personnel and who to go over, who to go under, and who do you let catch the ball, who do you not let catch the ball, and where do you want them to catch it. And so a lot of factors come into it. And I didn't like our rebounding the first quarter. There were some times in the third quarter that we gave up too many offensive rebounds, but that to me, the rebounding is an exclamation point to the defense. And so, it's like when we run our scheme and then we rebound the ball, obviously that's what you're looking for. And so just definitely proud tonight. Yep, they had 48 on their home court. So, you can't have a lot of complaints with that.
Absolutely not. And we just talked to Madeline. She gets 6 steals in the contest. Talk a little bit about her performance. And then, Abby Nehus had a tough day offensively, but, man, what she does in the paint and how she seems to affect every shot in the paint. Talk about her performance as well on the defensive end.
She does a great job of holding her ground. She does a great job of her timing's impeccable. Obviously she's like I think top 6 in the country in block shots. And when you see that, and that she's capable of doing so, and you just hope referees understand that girls can block shots too. Yeah. And so it's not just because you make contact with the ball doesn't mean you make contact with the body. So I thought the crew did a really good job tonight understanding that, and once again, just Abby, her presence in the paint, of being able to block shots that's a weapon. That's something that a lot of teams don't have. And so when she's in there and the way that she moves and just again her timing to block those shots is credit to her and just her ability and her understanding the time and place for it.
First quarter you mentioned, it was a tough first quarter. You guys are down 9-4. And you have kind of a second unit almost. You have some of the bench players into the game. You had J.C. Soap into the game. You had Massey Beard into the game. Kennedy Gillette was in the game. Casey Glover checked in at some point. And it seemed like that group came out and really gave you guys a little bit of a spark there in the second quarter. You had J.C. knock down a couple threes. You had Massey Beard get a couple buckets, play some good defense. Talk about that second unit and how that kind of lifted the team to what was a 21-6 second quarter.
Yeah, it was huge. Well, J.C. got 2 good looks off and knocked those down, and she's capable of doing that. And so our bench points, she had 10 and Massey had 7. That's huge. That's when there's not scoring's not on a premium tonight, and you look at 17 points off the bench from 2 freshmen. That's big, especially on the road. And that's the part again. We just I don't think we shot the ball particularly well, but there's moments that Massey had a great drive and JC spotting up and recognizing her shot and being able to knock it down. And so huge lift in the second quarter. Good spark. Kennedy ended up with 7 rebounds, and that's part of what we've been doing really well at. The girls are going to, for the most part, really attack that ball, both offensively and defensively. And we had 15 offensive rebounds tonight. So, I'm thankful for those freshmen coming in and just really providing that. Like you said, it was a lift. It was that spark, a little bit of the energy bugs that we needed to kind of get going. It was a kind of dismal first quarter for both teams, and then we come out with a huge second quarter, and that was a big statement going into halftime.
The resiliency of this team is just amazing to watch from this point of view. You go to Oklahoma Baptist, where you guys were down, didn't give up, found a way to win. You go to East Central, you're down by a lot, and you come back and win. This game, you guys get up by as many as 14. There's in the fourth quarter, it feels like it might be teetering for the home team.
Right.
And your girls just stay resilient and find a way. And as a coach, especially in this first season, I mean, instilling that kind of mindset into your girls, or maybe it's just something they're able to do. It's incredible to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because that's the thing that, I get worked up a lot.
Yeah.
I have high expectations for all our girls, and mediocrity doesn't suit anybody well. So I'm thankful that I told them before the game tonight. I wasn't happy with a little bit of shoot around this morning early, but I appreciated. Told them this before the game. I appreciated their togetherness, and that's what you see on the floor as they continue to rise their level of togetherness. And that's the part. Is some of the stuff, other stuff you do is so important to the game of basketball. But I think it can elevate your play and your toughness by being together. And so I'm super proud of the girls being united like that. And there's no selfishness at all. And I appreciate again who they are as people, but I appreciate the teamwork, the true identity of what teamwork represents, and that's what they have, and so that's sitting here and proud of what we've done on the floor, but proud of who they are and what they bought into as far as this the philosophy of being united.
We'll get you out on this. You got a long road trip going right across the street to Ouachita on Saturday.
Long road trip.
It's
50
going.
steps.
Yeah, exactly. Might walk from here. We'll see. But it's another team you're going to see for a second time. It's another team you were able to beat in Bethany, but obviously on the road again in their house. Just talk about looking ahead to that game and what you guys take going into that game.
Well, we were 1-0 tonight, right? And that's what you want to do. So tomorrow, we'll get back on film, and we don't have to travel tomorrow, so we can stick and stay in the same hotel. So we're gonna take advantage of just a little bit of rest and some film, and have a little practice tomorrow night and get ready. And one of the things, my message for this time of year is nothing for granted. You can't take anything for granted. You can't take a game for granted. You can't if you're not wanting to be at your best, day in and day out. So that means tomorrow we got to be at our best for whatever we do, so we can be at our best on Saturday. And so this time of year, it's like, man, this is fun. Yeah. This is a fun time. Winning is fun. It's just that's part of life.
Absolutely.
And so when you're winning games, man, hold on to what you have, hold on to each other, and go compete in everything.
Final score, Southern Nazarene wins their 5th straight, defeating Henderson State 55-48 to go to 10-9 overall and 9-4 in the GAC. Trent May, congratulations on the win, sir. We will see you on Saturday with Ouachita. For now, though, we're going to close this broadcast and get you ready for the men's contest. Join us on another broadcast, Southern Nazarene and Henderson State. The second game this evening coming your way shortly.
Thanks, James, for all you do, man. You're great.